it's going to be an enjoyable year. I think we're going to have some exciting things to share soon. But yeah, I'm trying to make as many meetings with clubs, organizations, associate members as I can, and sometimes they all fall at the exact same time on the exact same day.
Robin, it's nice to have you aboard. Those that don't know Robin, he's both a D56 guy and a very talented model railroader as well. So welcome, Robin.
You might come out.
Thank you very much. Good to be here, Brian. Thank you.
Kind of tough. Someone posted 62 on you. But a big break this week for the guys that went early late because of the conditions. Shutworth is next to play over at the par 3 13th note. Yeah,
all right, then. Are we getting ready to do this, Brian?
Let's see. It's exactly 2 o'clock. Sure, we could get started, and I'll try to pick up everybody as they come in for the drawing. Okay.
And it, it doesn't surprise me growing up in Dallas playing.
All right. Yeah. So how do I mute everybody? Let's see. Let me make a big screen here. First of all, we're live streaming on YouTube also, so keep it clean.
Well versed now on how much.
Okay, good. So we're gonna make an Easter basket today.
Caddy Ted Scott has already got a couple of W's on the back. 7 starts with Scotty.
I think Susan, if you could mute out. Yeah, Susan, you're adding noise. Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right. So we have here a how do you pronounce this? Longa burger basket that we picked up. It's a perfect addition. We got it at an estate sale, and it's a perfect thing for this. So we're going to start off taking a look. See, there's a liner on the inside. This will help whoever wins this can use this for other things besides this. So what we like to start off with is our base. I've already pre-cut some pieces of styrofoam. And the plan is to actually, let me start heating this up. This is a battery operated hot glue gun. Beats having all that wire that always has to plug in, and it runs with a rechargeable battery. If the battery runs out, you can just replace it. Same battery I use for my drills.
We met in 2014, got married in 2015.
We have daughters, yeah, and we have a little boy. And
let's see now. So this is the building we're going to use. It is the Bubba 56. Let's look at that. What's this? 856. Happy Easter house. But you see, when we put it in the basket, it sits a little bit low. And so we're going to raise this up because I think with a basket, what's happening with my screen?
What happened?
I don't know. It's sharing the screen. Let me go back.
Wait a minute.
I'm viewing Deborah. Deborah, can you unshare your screen, please? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so it's a basket. We want it to be full, like any basket, like cornucopia, full of fruit or full of flowers, or it's Easter, so full of hope, full of promise of the spring. We want it taller at least. So let's take that out. Got a couple more layers. I think it sits it right. This is just regular standard styrofoam, and that sits up nicely. We'll be able to see our display when we get it going. And it's still low enough that we sort of have a background of this behind it. I think that's the right height. So we're going to take this out and give this a couple of drops of hot glue. Keep it sticking together nicely. I always find hot glue works pretty well on styrofoam. Let me get another thing in here. Really need that to be hotter. And we don't want to have this looking like it's been snowing. I've pre-cut this piece of fabric. We're going to cover over this one.
Watching it as we national NCC. Not us here.
That's probably better. You can't see my head. You don't need to see my head. There we go. Now it's hot. Now we give a few shots of this. Having a wireless hot glue to them. All right. Now we're just gonna tuck this around. Bit of upholstery. Basket back. All right, now we've got a proper base. Get rid of this. So we've got our wire that this comes with, classic incandescent bulb. Get that in. We're gonna put this at a bit of an angle. Always things look a little bit nicer when they're angled. You don't want things lined up too much. It's boring. Straight. So we've got this ugly wire back here. We're going to hide that with a couple of trees. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, we have some of this Department 56 picket fence. And we could just sort of fence in the yard this way, but that doesn't really make any sense because you gotta be able to get to the sidewalk. So let's just cut this. And this is gonna end up being over here. In this here. Now, I'm gonna add a sidewalk to the front of this from the house and then a street sidewalk. And to do that, we're gonna use some big crab cake brick sidewalk. This is a pattern I made myself. I printed out on glossy photo paper and it's easy to cut. And this is available to download for free. There's a link at the d56club.com in the general discussion section titled, I guess, free brick template link or something like that. Go to it, download the PDF, print it out on glossy photo paper, and you've got free sidewalk for your layout. Right. Okay. I've already cut a small piece of brick sidewalk that we're going to use from our house. And we just put a little tab under here just to keep this down. All right. Then we've got a bigger sidewalk. I already cut these ahead of time just to save everybody a little bit of time. Okay. Now we know where we're starting. We'll give a couple of here. Just to hold it in place, doesn't really matter. It's not like it's going to get a lot of action. And our other piece of fence. We're going to go there. All right, so the house is coming along a little bit. We want to use the tree that comes with this building. It's got Easter eggs hanging from it and flowers. We'll just open up the limbs a little bit because these always come pushed together, you know. Let's open it up a little. Branches should always be reaching like they're reaching for the sun. So they're sort of reaching out around each other. Make it look somewhat natural.
Hey, Emil, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So just a comment. You know, you can't see it from your side, but the way you the way a railroader's trick, the way you angled in the fences, from my perspective, it gives it great depth. Believe it or not, I know that basket is only a couple inches behind the house, and it actually looks like it's quite deep.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's right.
Yes, that is real. Oh, by the way, like a lot of things that we get discount, I like to get all my stuff used whenever possible because it's so much cheaper. There's on the front edge of this house, it was a chip. I've got a green permanent marker because what's missing is green. I'm just going to paint over it. Nobody would even notice. This is just for my own benefit. And that's how you touch up color. Now, let's get a little flowers in here. It's Easter. So we've got a low shrub just to sort of break things up. Also, there's a seam here. I don't like to look at that seam. It's too noticeable. Sort of, it looks wrong. So we just put a little flower hedge here. It's actually an HO scale. It's smaller set of hedges by the JTT scenery products. Actually comes in a number of different colors. So we're going to put that there. We got another one for this side. We don't need all of it. We're just going to break it off. Right there. And the broken off piece. Yeah. Gonna model that right there. Okay. That's looking a little bit better. Maybe something to help break up the line of this. You know, when we're doing the winter ones, we just sprinkle some snow on there to sort of cover that seam. But let's do some inside hedges. A little bit of a flower lined walk.
That's cute.
I think if you can hide straight edges, it's sort of better. All right. Now we have, let's see, small tree. sort of stop. Put it back there. Just to sort of stop the view of that line. And then you hide this wire. So I've got these tall, thin trees. I got these at an O gauge train shot. But these are not Department 56. And I want to make sure that I found ones that didn't have any snow on them. Because a lot of them have snow, but you know, it's in the village, so why would there be snow? Except, I guess, some parts.
Either or.
There we go. That just covers up that wire a little bit, frames it somewhat. Looks a little empty over here in the back. So we're just gonna add this. It's got a metal bottom. We're just gonna push it right through that and into the foam. That's a pretty vacant looking scene. There's no people in it, and that's not gonna work. So let's start off with the two figures that come with the house. They're having an Easter egg hunt. The first is a girl. She's picking up an Easter egg that she just found. We're gonna set that on this side of the yard. I'm not gonna glue her down. And then this guy came with no hand. He's supposed to be holding up an Easter egg, but he lost it. That's probably why we got this so cheap. You know, and if you don't mind fixing things a little bit, using your imagination, you can get some really good deals on imperfect things. So I found a little rabbit that he's going to be holding up. It's not the best thing, but it's okay. So we're going to put a little glue on a rabbit. Love the hot glue. There we go. Yeah, now he's all excited about the rabbit that he found. So we put him in here. And he's showing it to somebody. And who he's showing it to is this boy and his mother. The boy's sort of running, pulling away from his mother. So he's excited about something. So I guess they're coming from church, going to the Easter egg hunt at the neighbor's house or whatever. You have to try to imagine what the story is, and it makes it a little bit easier to do the diagram. So, okay, he's in a hurry. He's all excited because he sees this guy's got a bunny. So move him over so it looks like he's showing him the rabbit. Hey, look, I got this rabbit. And it's just one of two figures that come with the dressed in our Easter best village piece. And the other one is dad and the daughter. She's similar age of that one too. So they're going over for the Easter egg hunt. And if you wanted it sort of deeper, you could always, you could fold this back, have them come in like their neighbors from over here, or just have them coming down the street. Then on this side, hidden behind the bushes, we have, just for fun, 3 misbehaving rabbits. One that's laying on his back laughing, one that's stealing a carrot, and one that's just looking at stuff. Let's give it a glue. Stick them back here. Just something fun to look at when you look at this layout. So everybody's excited about the Easter egg hunt over here. Nobody's even paying attention to the rabbits having a party on the other side of the yard. Yeah. Fluff this up a little bit. And there you have it. Oops.
That's well, the instructions are in here for that.
What are we going for the value? No, don't say nothing.
If we want, if we're going to ship this to whoever wins this. The one thing that's missing from this basket.
Well, I'm going to take some of it out.
I'll take a piece here.
All right. The one thing that we would do if we were making this to keep it home, is we would put some live flowers in it. And we would run them across the front, really low, small petals. Would not only would it cover up sort of this edge, but I like small live flowers in an Easter village display. It just adds some kind of continuity to it. We're already doing this once a year at a time when it is the time for flowers and for spring and for new things. So I think it's fun to try to blend in some live flowers where you can, something with color into a small display like this. But I don't know how we would ship any kind of live flowers, so we're just sort of doing it this way. Whoever wins this, I would recommend maybe finishing off the front edge with some small little flowers. So there we have it. It didn't take long. It looks nice. And when you finish with it, you can pack everything up and you got a nice basket for summer picnics and whatever your imagination can be. I think you probably put a lot of flowers in this too. Has this nice plastic liner. There's no holes in the bottom, so it'll hold soil and protect whatever's underneath. It won't hurt the basket. Yeah, or just keep stuff in it. But when we send this out, we're going to pack these things back up in boxes to the extent that we can. The things that are glued, we'll leave there. And whoever wins this, you should have it by the end of the week. And I hope you have a happy Easter. Does anybody have any questions?
On the hot glue gun, is it multi-temp or is it high temp or low temp?
You're asking probably the wrong guy on that one. It's just one temperature.
Okay.
It's definitely hardware. It's your homeowner
I'm liking
Joe
that.
quality.
You did a
I love
fabulous
this
job
thing.
on the display. Like you said, sometimes the quickest, easiest displays are the best.
Yeah. Yes. I just try to think of it as how should it look and why would it look that way? What are the people doing? If you could set the figures up as though they're interacting with one another, that really adds, a lot of nostalgia to it. So that's where we go. Thanks for stopping in and good luck. I think Brian's going to have it handle the drawing. And looking forward to seeing everybody again on the D56 Club Forum. I'm there. If you have questions, just write them down and we have some dialogue. And of course, I'm always on my YouTube channel, TheBigCrabCake.
If everybody can just hang tight for a minute, we gotta cut up the names and do the drawing. And I just got a couple of announcements, so just stay with me for a second.
Brandon, this is Debbie Sjogren. I have that glue gun and it is high temp. If you put it directly on your styrofoam, it will melt it. It's strong.
Thank you, because I tend to get my fingers in my hot glue sometimes.
I definitely do that. As long as we wait for Brian, I'm going to end the live stream on the YouTube channel. So for the folks watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Big Crab Cake channel.